Here were the Boston Celtics arriving earlier. The players with a look of intensity as they try to pick up a win on the road. Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. Hi everyone, here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. White and Brown with the 2 and the 3. Jason Tatum out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And for Orlando, Banchero plays the 4 with Carter Jr. at center. Harrison Wagner out on the wings. And it's Suggs in at the point. Well, we've got some explosive athletes out here tonight, Grant, and front row seats to watch it.
You know, B.A., they're going to be stuffing that highlight reel all night. I mean, you can feel the energy in this place. The crowd is definitely ready for it.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Now here's Holiday. Defense is right there. Brown against Wagner. Pass to Holiday. Porzingis with it. Up and over Carter. And that one's good. Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", not many guys can defend Porzingis. I mean, especially when he's operating this close to the rim.
Up top, Banchero. Inside. From the right block. Good work defensively by White. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Tatum. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic. Unlike a lot of drafts, Grant, there wasn't a clear first overall pick in 2022 for the Magic.
Yeah, but I do think they nailed it, taking Paolo Banchero, a 6'10 playmaker. Banchero was Rookie of the Year, and he's certainly a player you can build around.
Now here's Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. White, the pass to Porzingis. Brown with it. 6 to shoot. Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by Wagner. Here's Orlando. Here's Harris. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Harris, a decent ball handler, continues to work at improving that part of his game.
Pass to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Harris with it, defended by Brown. Harris misses.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Tatum inside, working on Banchero. Good work there as it goes.
Well, Tatum can find the shot he wants just about anywhere. He's got that kind of versatility.
Brown against Wagner. Tatum brings a double team. The 3 from Banchero. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Holiday. Now here's Brown. Lets the 3 fly, and the three-pointer goes.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now he's a knockdown threat.
Banchero outside from deep three-point land. They get it back. Carter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. When talking about the Celtics, you'd have to say they have a unique 1-2 punch, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, B.A. To have Tatum on one wing and Brown on the other, that's a potent combination. And what a luxury for Boston. They complement each other so well.
And that one falls for Carter. And for the Celtics, Grant, when it comes to something like rebounding, it's a total team effort.
Well, it's part of their personnel strategy, B.A. get wings and guards that have length and toughness, which allows them to control the glass and switch just about everything defensively.
He does not get the second one.
You know, Wendell Carter Jr. really epitomizes the modern big man. He can stretch the floor and do work on the glass, giving you high utility on both ends.
Knocks down the triple.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Wagner finds Banchero. Up top, Carter. Pass to Suggs. Carter, a screen on Holiday. Suggs with the bucket.
So cunning and effective in screen and rolls. I really like watching Suggs operate in these sets.
Brown passes to White. Now here's Holiday. He's closely guarded. Tatum from long range. And again, Boston with the triple.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Wagner. No points so far. There's a minute 54 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Suggs. Lets it fly. Rebounded by the Celtics.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Tatum inside, guarded by Banchero. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Tatum hanging around the basket, got the board and bucket.
Harris against White. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And the Celtics making a change here. Tillman's checked in for Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Pass to Fultz. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter here. Wagner with a screen on Brown. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
A capable floor general. I love watching Anthony set up his teammates.
Boston has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. This one for 3. That shot off the mark.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Wagner outside. Here's Carter. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Aggressive work by Carter there. Good play. They touch him up a little bit, but he was not going to be stopped.
Pass to Pritchard. Launches a 3. And he can't get that one. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Celtics. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Cole Anthony out there with Markelle Fultz. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Wagner in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Three-pointer. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
A solid facilitator. Anthony using that inherited, or DNA, if you will, instinct for passing.
The end of the 2023 season was a rough stretch for a young Orlando Magic squad, Clark.
Always hard, BA, to close out a season on a losing streak and in the bottom part of your conference. It's a tough learning opportunity, even for veteran guys.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Celtics are battle-tested, and asked what comes from that experience, Jaylen Brown said, quote, poise. Being able to see and read the game. Our offense has been able to take leaps by understanding the game and what they want to take away and just letting the game decide. BA?
Yeah, that's been the key. Thanks, Allie. And he can't get the first one. Well, Clark, with teams playing at such a fast pace now, it's often a choice between transition defense and offensive rebounding.
I think that's somewhat true. I think that was always a choice, but even more so today. I think you're right, Brian, because teams now are playing typically at a faster pace. I always value the ability to get second shots. I think you can balance the floor defensively, but I think rebounding on the offensive end still has to be part of how you attack, especially if you've got guys that are good offensive rebounders.
Pass to Banchero.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Magic now. They trail by 7. Here's Fultz. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay.
Tatum with it. Fultz picks him up. To the wing on the left. They set the pick. Out to Horford. 6 on the shot clock. Hey, Horford from range.
Horford grabs the ball and immediately gets into a shot. You got to prepare with your feet and then be ready with your hand.
Fultz passes to Anthony. Uses the glass on the layup.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Pritchard. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Tatum. The 3-ball. And the Celtics another 3.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. Wagner with a screen on Tatum. Here's Anthony. That one rolls around and rims out.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
And Grant, you look at the longevity of Horford's career. He's done a great job reinventing himself.
You know, BA, he added the 3 to his game once he hit 30, and that has extended his career by changing how he plays. He still can be an X factor on any given night.
Fultz can't get it to go. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Pritchard. The 3 is up. Doesn't go that time. The Magic have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Fultz. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Takes a step back. He gets it in there.
Keeping his eyes locked in on the rim. Anthony made that hard shot look easy.
Outside Tatum. Jason Tatum. He's a sharpshooter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Timeout called, the Magic. substitution here for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Isaac. Wagner comes in for Banchero. Harris is checked in for Anthony. And Suggs is subbed in for Fultz. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Porzingis is checked in for Tillman. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. White, he's checked in for Horford. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Wagner finds Harris. Over White. Holiday grabs the miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Takes one from 10 feet. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Wagner inside, working on Porzingis, and Wagner gets it to go.
Boy, Wagner's mid-range stroke looks nice, really fluid. Shot mechanics, perfect.
Well, so much length and versatility on this Magic roster, Clark.
And, you know, those are two things every team would like to have, Brian. The first step of a rebuild is accumulating talent. They've got some of that. Now it's about coalescing that talent into a winning group.
Now here's Wagner. The 11-footer. The rebound by Jason Tatum. White with it. Now guarded by Harris. White, good.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
Brown against Wagner. Puts one up from 19, and Wagner gets it to go on the assist by Wagner. Wagner's got 3 assists tonight. Boston has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. And the Celtics call time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Checked in for Wagner. And the Celtics also making a change. Al Horford's checked in for Jason Tatum. Right side White. A minute 4 left in the second. Boston again missing. The Magic have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Wagner. The kick out to Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And that's how Banchero creates driving lanes. That shot right there, knocking it down, opens the floor for him.
Outside, Brown. For 3, Porzingis. Rebounded by Suggs. For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Harris against White. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. That one doesn't drop. The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Brown inside, defended by Wagner. Now White. Horford, a screen on Wagner. And here's Brown for 3. No good on the shot. And so it's Boston closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Here's Suggs. Kick it off the second half. Here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White and Brown are the 2 and the 3. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the point. And Carroll passes to Carter. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, before his one season at Duke, Paolo Banchero tattooed the message, "No pressure," on his left forearm. He said, quote, "There's going to be noise, but at the end of the day, you got to go out there and hoop against 5 other guys." So it's like, quote, what really is it if it's just basketball?
That's a good point. No big deal. Thanks, Allie. Wagner against Brown. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You think of Wagner mostly for his offense, but Clark, he's a great defender as well.
You know, B.A., he really is. He moves his feet well, both laterally and up and down. He's got great size at 6'10". He can step out and defend guards in the pick and roll. Very versatile defensively, and he's got a nice zeal in how he goes about it.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, Wagner is not the guy you want at the line in a big moment, but he can knock them down from the stripe.
And so he makes both from the line. And for the Berlin native, Franz Wagner, his NBA career is off to a terrific start.
Yeah, at 6'10", he's extremely versatile. He's already a talented scorer at all 3 levels. Plus, he's able to put the ball on the floor and create for his teammates.
And it's Tatum missing. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 8-point game. Here's Suggs. And Carroll with a screen on Holiday. Pass to Carter to the paint. Here's Banchero. Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
The offensive talent, the ingenuity, size, strength. Banchero has a full book bag, folks.
Holiday looking for an opening. On the wing, Tatum. The three. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 19 points.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Harris outside. Here's Banchero. That one rolls around and rims out.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Here's Tatum. Tatum muscles his way in.
And, you know, his height and quick release help Tatum do work in the post. The defense can only do so much.
Wagner against Brown. Carter, a screen on Tatum. Banchero passes to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And it's Tatum missing. For Orlando, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Suggs. And here's Carter. Now here's Banchero. He's covered by Holiday. Clock at 6. And it's Wagner missing. The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Tatum against Wagner. The drive by Tatum. Hey, Tatum getting it done inside.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Harris outside. Pass to Banchero. Let's go with a 3. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
Banchero showing he can run the offense too now. Nice score off the pick as the ball handler.
Left side Holiday. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Horford's checked in. Wagner with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. And it's good for 2. Wagner's gotten 4 this quarter.
Good work by Wagner there, taking advantage of a point-blank opportunity.
Here's Tatum. The layup off target. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Wagner against Tatum. Wagner in the high post. He has 6. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Brown passes to Horford. Outside Tatum. 4-3. It's rebounded by Wagner.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Here's Suggs. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Suggs showing you right there, he's not just a facilitator.
Pass to Porzingis. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Now here's Wagner. 13 feet out. Horford pulls it in. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Brown. Holiday, a screen on Harris. There's the triple. Brown, no good. For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's Suggs. He's covered by Holiday. Wagner with a screen on Holiday. Got a piece of it. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Celtics out in front, up by 6. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Pritchard. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Markelle Fultz. Then there's Wagner. And it's Anthony in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Horford, a screen on Fultz. Out to Horford. Pass to Tillman. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hauser. Sinks it from distance.
3.
Orlando trailing here. Left side Fultz. Anthony outside. Pass to Isaac. Shot from 16, and he knocks the jumper down.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Here's Tillman. Outside Tatum. Over Anthony. And it's Tatum missing. Anthony outside. Back to Fultz. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Holiday's checked in for Boston.
Substitution on the court.
Boston shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Up top, Horford. Banchero against Tatum. They double team Tatum. Pass to Tillman. Horford outside. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Carter, a screen on Holiday. To the inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
At 6'10" and 270 lbs, Carter Jr. is 2 handfuls inside, which is why defenders often foul him.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
The first one falls. And the Magic making a change here. Isaac's checked in. So he gets them both. And here's Tatum. Pass to Holiday. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Fultz. Banchero outside. Yep, that one goes.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Tatum against Banchero. Right side Tatum. Pass to Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Fultz. Pritchard, no good. And Orlando shooting it well. Almost 50% from the floor. Fultz against Horford. Fultz passes to Banchero. Picked by Carter. Lets it go from 14. Horford pulls it in. Horford's got 4 rebounds now. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Isaac. Tatum passes to Pritchard. Outside Holiday. Stop the drought. Orlando grabs the miss. Anthony outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
So for the Magic, Wagner's checked in for Isaac. Harris comes in for Anthony. And Suggs is subbed in for Fultz. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Suggs. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, here's Harris. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Now here's Porzingis. Over Harris. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Tatum.
Knowing his team needs a hoop, Porzingis says, I'll get it done.
Now Banchero. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Trailing by 5. Pass to Banchero. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
No shame or fear in this young fella. And Carroll will take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
Now here's Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Banchero. Outside Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Banchero. Picked by Carter. Fires it. Banchero no good. For Boston, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Down low. Brown can't hit. Orlando trailing here.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Carter, a screen on Tatum. Here's Banchero, and he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Beautiful play that time by Banchero. He's got a lot of special qualities.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left in the final quarter. Double team on Holiday. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Boston. Jalen Brown. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Yeah, and high-stakes shots are always extra challenging. Now, Brown just needs to focus on his mechanics and get it done.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. And the Magic call time here. They trail by 5. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth. go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You could see the players loved the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. .34 left in the fourth quarter. Suggs, no good. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum taking 2 shots.
The first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Orlando calls timeout. They're losing by 7. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. .29 seconds left in the fourth. And another miss by Orlando. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Brown, no good.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Here's Holiday. Outside, Brown. Pass to White. Here's Brown. Tatum feeling it out a bit. And so it's Boston with the W. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Jason, congrats on the win. How do you prepare yourself to carry such a big scoring load for this team?
Just a lot of hard work. You know, my teammates trusting me and vice versa. So, you know, we do a good job whoever is hot, you know, getting them the ball and just making the right play, whatever it is.
That's what's great about this team. It could be anybody's night. Thanks, Jason.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. Now it's time to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.